What? It's 15 years. Come on, man. That's just unbelievable. I mean, what a God story. Let me tell you my story of how I came to Mavuno. Pastor M himself, asked me several times to join the worship team. And I'd always be like, nah, I'm not going to do that. And it wasn't for anything other than the fact that, I just didn't connect with the music. But, I was like, okay, if I'm ever going to lead worship, what would I need? So I started creating a list, and I did a pretty detailed list of here's all the things I'd want to do, if I was going to become a worship guy, and here's what I'd need equipment wise, personnel. One evening, Pastor M walks into my house. So we talked and we chatted, and I was so excited for him. Pastor M now started talking about worship, etc. And I said, hey, hold on, just stop it right there. I have everything you need. So I came and I got my list that I had created for I don't know what reason, and I gave it to him. I was like, here's what you need to do. These are the people you need. This is the equipment you need. Go ahead and do that. And at that point, kind of like both of us just sensed that, that God was asking me, asking us to partner together and create church for people who didn't like church, and create music and service experiences.
Man, I can't believe it's been 15 years. Let me tell you my God story. I started going to church at Nairobi Chapel, and when Mavuno started and went to South C, I was living in South B. So for me, that was minimum staggering distance. It didn't need to take much for me to get to church. And so started going there. And I wasn't even born again. So I got born again within the same year. So I also can't believe, as Mavuno is turning 15, I have also been saved for 15 years. I was serving in the kids ministry at that time, and it was a lot of fun. The kids were not as many as they are today, but the few numbers made me feel like I belonged to community. So it was very easy to belong. It was easy to find family within Mavuno. I joined a life group, and somewhere along the way is when I got saved.
Our first band was the Four Winds Band. And for those of you who don't know, the Four Winds was the top, jazz band in the country, with Aaron Rimbui, Kavudha Mwanzia, Henry Wamai, Kongo on bass, and JJ Ojambo on guitar. And these are like legends, in the music industry. And so that was our first band. So we set the bar super, super high.
Yeah, let me tell you my God story and how I ended up at Mavuno. So in 2005, Kanji asked me, I was working with him at Kijiji Records. And so he asked me to help him be part of the worship team. His good friend, Pastor Morethi, at that time, I didn't know Pastor Morethi at that time. So I was like, yeah, cool, because I was working with him. So I just flowed. I guess that's what being a jazz musician is about. We just flow. Later, Pastor M actually approached me with Kanji, like, why don't you actually be part of the team, like staff, part-time staff, which is employment, to run the music department. And so that's how I found myself at Mavuno. And it was absolutely amazing, Music is my thing. Any excuse to play. So in 2006, we're like, why don't we put out an album? And because we'd written all the songs that ended up becoming like anthems at church.
And that actually led us to the Mavuno Worship Project, which is, again, a favorite memory of mine.
I like the fact that Mavuno's story is my story. It has been part of the journey for me. So as we celebrate the 15 years, I'm also celebrating my 15 years of being born again. And it's been great. I still serve in children's ministry, but now more in the capacity of even equipping parents to do parenting.
We were playing, doing the sound, putting things, hey man, South Sea Sports Club. My God, that's 15 years ago, man. Wow, that's a real God story.
All right, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to record yourself, take a video of yourself with your phone or, whatever, and then put it on social media. Put it on Twitter, put it on Instagram, put it on Facebook, and use this hashtag, #MyGodStory, and hashtag Mavuno at 15. And I believe that as each of us tell these stories, we won't just be encouraging ourselves, but most importantly, we'll be glorifying God, because that story is most likely going to help someone else connect with God in their own journey.